You know, how many of you ever think of angels? Angels are amazing. And I would challenge you to go into the internet and look for them and memorize their names. And it's just it's just beautiful. So there are 9 choirs of angels. And when I decided that I wanted to know what kind of angels are around, I was amazed. There are 3 sets of 3. The first 3 are closest to God. The middle ones are kind of like middle management. And the last ones are closest to us. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we can't call on them to help us. Their names are amazing. And like I said, a word is made flesh. Jesus was the word. He was made flesh. When we think about a word, it becomes part of us. It becomes what we say and what we do. So I really think you should be careful in what you say, because what you say makes you behave a certain way. And if you really want to belong to God's children, just to remind you that blessed are the pure in heart, they shall see God. And blessed are the peacemakers, they shall be called children of God. So I want to be a child of God, and I want to see God. And believe me, I've seen very interesting things in my life. I've seen miracles. Miracles happen every day, not in the Old Testament, not with, in the past. They're happening every day. And you can Google them. There's so many miracles. Today is an exciting time. Google everything. Google angels, Google miracles. There are amazing places like EWTN. It's a Catholic network. It's the 700, and et cetera, et cetera. There's many. I'm just mentioning those 2 because that's what comes to my mind right now. But the 9 choirs of angels are the top 3: seraphim, cherubim, thrones. Now the seraphims are considered angels of light, a fire. They depict the fire of God, the love of God, and the purity of God. Cherubims are considered the wisdom of God. They help us to learn about His wisdom. They contemplate God and in His majesty. And thrones, they contemplate His kingship, His majesty. And these 3 angels don't even take their eyes from God. Why don't we do that? Like at the beginning of the show, I said, be with God 100%. These 3 angels don't even take their eyes from God. Let's fill our minds and spirits and our bodies with the pure Spirit of God. It's possible. We have access to Him through baptism. We have access to Him when we call on Him. So then the 3 other groups are called middle management groups. They're between the higher angels and the angels that are closest to us. So the main dominations or dominions, just like the word says, they help with management of people, of governments, and their duty is to they're like worker bees, trying to keep everything in order. The virtues are angels that are that help with miracles, helps us in the movement of our activities, helps us to do good, and sometimes they're seen as sparks of light, but who knows, right? These are depicted by people in art, and sometimes people think that's what they seek, but angels have all kinds of powers. So, and then you have the angels of power, just like it sounds. They are warrior angels. They defend humans from the cosmos, and sometimes they help us between heaven and earth. So the angels of power can help us to with our virtues. It's beautiful, just the language itself, right? You can say angels of domination, help me to with my virtues, or angels of power, help me to dominate my virtue. There's a play on words, so it's if you want to meditate, just meditate on the words, virtues, angels of virtues, angels of power, help me. It's just one word. Sometimes it's enough when you are meditating. And then the last group of angels are closest to us. They're called principalities, archangels, and regular angels. So the principalities, sometimes they're seen as ray of lights. They govern everything, just like a principle. Just like the word principle, they manage, people, schools, places. So then you have the archangels, and they're angels that sometimes they're seen as human forms. In the Bible, we have Archangel Michael, who's the fighter. And then we have the Archangel Gabriel, who delivers good news, and Raphael in the book of Tobit, he's the angel of healing. So, and then you have the regular angels who are closer to the material world, and they're the ones that are given to us when we're born. So God is so amazing that when we're born, He gives us an angel to help us. And that little voice sometimes is your angel telling you not to do something bad. But you also have to worry about the other negative angel who's telling you to do negative things. So our guardian angel is an intermediary with all the other angels. But if you get to know them, which in the last 5 years of my life, I actually started doing more research, and I'm getting closer to all these angels. So it's wonderful. Think about them. Okay, so that's my little conversation about angels.